Can you remember your last intimate, sensual encounter? For some of you, it might have just been a few minutes ago. For other people, it might have been last week. Some people, it might have been a couple of years ago. But we're going to talk about in this pick a card, your next intimate encounter. And this is going to be an 18 plus pick a card reading. And you have 3 groups that you want to choose from. Remember, they're general, so only take what resonates. But we're going across gender lines, across sexualities, and we're going to try to be very inclusive on this and read the energies of the person you're going to have your next sensual encounter with. So group number 1, I'm covering up a word here because it is going to fit with this reading, trust me. So group number 1, you have this beautiful, cute little puppy dog. Group number 2, you've got this really feisty rooster. And group number 3, you have this very mystical moth. So the timestamps are going to be below. Take a moment to reflect on either the image that's calling you, or you can use the timestamp numbers below to make your decision. You may listen to one reading, you may listen to all of the pick a card groups. And know that I really appreciate you coming back to my channel. If you have already been a visitor and a subscriber here, if you're brand new, welcome. I'm Kamara with Rooted Futures, and I hope that you will join this community by subscribing to my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe if this all resonates with you, or even some little bit of it, or my vibe, the way I read. I really appreciate being in contact with you. Let's get to the reading. All right. Welcome to your reading, group number 1. So you chose this puppy dog as your symbol, group number 1. And this entire pick a card reading is about your next sensual, intimate encounter. And this is an 18 plus reading, so know that those themes of sensuality, intimacy, as much as we can get into the descriptors of those things, will be discussed during this reading. So if that's something you're not up for, or something that you prefer not to listen to, please choose another one of my readings. This entire pick a card is going to be on sensual intimacy, all the things that surround that, as much as we can get into on YouTube. So we're gonna get into who this person is first. Like, we're just gonna kind of describe their energy for you, and you can decide through that descriptor, is this someone who is going to appeal to me, or do I need to pick another group? And feel free to listen to more than one group. There may be information in each group for you. So back to you, group number 1. Or back to the person you're going to have your next sensual, intimate encounter with. Immediately, for a small group of you, I'm thinking that this is someone you're already in relationship with. But if it isn't, loyalty, that was the word that I was covering up. It means a lot to this person. It even says here, all of my relationships are built on equal and solid ground. I am freely there for my friends and family. And it's in that being there for their friends and family that there's a certain kind of commitment that they give and that they like to receive. So this person doesn't strike me. I mean, the title of this reading is your next intimate sensual encounter. It doesn't say that it's necessarily a one-night stand. So this could be someone who's known you, or that you're in a relationship with. And what I gotta say about this is, the way that I think about this dogs is that loyalty means a lot. Like man's best friend, that old saying. It kind of goes to the fact that this person values friendships, values connection. So I don't get that this encounter, when it's coming up for you, is something that's coming from out of the blue, or again, it doesn't feel really like a one night stand. Like it feels like you know this person, they know you, they have a sense that there's a sense that you are part of their inner circle. Even if it's just the beginning and you've just kind of met recently, there's a sense inside of them that you all are becoming friends. You all are friends. There's something inside of them that feels like they could commit to you, that they consider you someone important in their lives, and that they are going to be loyal to you. They would treat you with a certain sense of loyalty. Even I'm getting a certain sense of protection. You may notice early on that this person protects you, whether it's just from someone saying something that's a little off-putting to really looking after you, calling, checking in to see if you've gotten home already, or you found a parking spot close to your house. Like, this is that person who really values your relationship and who cares about your well-being. Let's see what else. Their inner child. This person, whether or not they do it professionally, they really love to dance. This is someone who will like to go out a lot. This will be someone who, if there's a concert happening, they've already got the tickets, they're calling you, they're like, let's go. If it's a club that's in town or a pop-up somewhere or a festival, they're going. So this person really loves to let loose. I'm getting this person loves to be in community, having fun. If you like raves, this person goes to raves, festivals, things like that, and they really get into it. They really love to move their body. In fact, moving their body, if they don't dance, they do something else with their body. Either it's athletic, or it's, like something like yoga or rock climbing. They do something with their body. They may run, they may play some kind of sports. This is someone I'm getting for a small group of you. It may even be someone that used to be a professional athlete, but take it where it resonates. This is someone, I get a sense, that utilizes their body, that feels good when they're moving. They really, I'm kind of hearing right now that you all may go dancing or maybe doing some kind of movement the day that you have your sensual encounter. So yeah, that wouldn't necessarily be unusual for this person. Now, when I went through my major arcana deck just to pick kind of this person's personality, what's at the foundation of it, it's the Lovers. This person appears to be looking for their divine counterpart, or someone that they want to be in a commitment with. I think they see you both as having some things in common. And again, this could already be someone you're dating, someone you're already with, so that makes sense. But if this is a new person, they're really seeing you as a possible soulmate here. They're really seeing you as someone that, that they can cherish. They really have those feelings towards you, and there's something about you both looking really good together. I don't know if that's on their mind or just what I'm sensing. The energies around you think that you both look really good together. You're gonna be like one of those stately couples, regardless of gender, just that you both look really good together. Maybe you're both the same height, maybe there's some kind of similarity, but there doesn't have to necessarily be like too similar, but there's a symmetry between the both of you. That's the word, a symmetry of some sort. And I'm going to get back to that Lovers card in terms of what they like intimately, but let's just go to one more descriptor of them so you could see if this is the person that's appealing to you. I would say, look at this, High Priest, intend and create. This is someone who also has a bit of a spiritual side to them. I kind of get that they're more into the mysticism, they're more into spirituality than they necessarily would be a religion. You both, too, something is speaking to me that both of you may have had a past life connection that was connected to Kemet or Egypt, but it feels very ancient, like Kemet. And this person, it's possible that one of their spirit guides is the falcon. This person feels like they have bird tribe affiliation. Like, this person could formally belong to a group that uses the falcon as a symbol. Wow, someone's even saying, yeah, that there's a football team that's named the Falcons. So, I mean, like I said, take this as it resonates, but that might be something specific I'm tapping into. Otherwise, this person is involved with some kind of organization that uses the falcon as a symbol. Maybe if they are indigenous, their indigenous bloodline regards birds or the falcon in a particular way. There's something about this person's connection to birds or specifically to falcons. Either way, this person, I kind of get from them that they have your values align. There's a way in which they feel good about this relationship. I'm going to just straighten up these cards while I'm talking. Because there's something there about how both of you have shared values, a shared sense of what's important to you both. I have a feeling that is actually what brings you both together. When we talk about the lovers in terms of sensual or sexual energy, there's this sense about the lovers. It can also talk about the sign Gemini, by the way. So if that's one of you, might be a Gemini or have some Gemini prominent, Gemini Venus, Gemini Sun, Moon. So the lovers here. Traditionally, when you see the lovers, they're both naked, they're both holding hands, and there's like an angel above the lovers. This is, whether it's depicted in this card or not, it gives the feel of a divine counterpart, someone who matches you well, who matches your energy well. This is someone, too, that in just a few rare cases, if we were looking at the traditional lovers card, there's something about that couple that's being presented that this may be someone that you engage in intimacy with for the very first time. So if you're a person who would be regarded as a virgin, this might be someone that you will, what's the quote, lose your virginity to. So it may be for a few of you, if you're, in that situation, this might be that person. The lovers kind of speak to this like very innocent first relationship, a relationship that eventually becomes intimate. The lovers can also talk about just how these two people relate to spirit will be very important in their relationship. There's a sense that your relationship has some kind of spiritual component to it. This person may have a practice that includes sensuality with sexuality, with the act of intimacy. So this person might know tantra, they might be into sexual magic, they may practice certain kind of sensual processes that they will invite you to do. Either way, it kind of speaks to how you both will maybe connect spiritually while you're intimate with each other. There's this sense of this person liking to take journeys that way that include spirituality and sensuality. What else? This is also a kind of energy that likes to be paired up, that likes to be married, that likes to be an official couple. So that's that energy. Not that when you have that first intimate encounter with this person, or your next intimate encounter with this person, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to be because you all are officially a couple. But for some of you, this encounter will lead to a very fruitful relationship of some sort. So let's see what Spirit is saying about your relationship, because there is something there. Let's get the overall sense of your relationship. What's happening in that relationship that attracts you all? So if you haven't met this person, what's going on in the relationship by the time you all are kind of getting close to having a intimate encounter? Very interesting. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. I think what immediately I hear is that around the time that you both are going to be intimate with each other, there is going to be a sense between the both of you. So maybe, I'm getting this now because it goes back to this card, right? If you all are in the beginning of the relationship, when I say beginning, you could have been dating for a few months, and this person has maybe not made any move on you sexually. And that's because this person really values getting to know you well. There's something about this person really not liking to engage in, wham bam, thank you ma'am, kind of like one night stand things. This person really is loyal. They really want to be in relationship with you before there's intimacy. And that doesn't mean that they're waiting necessarily to get married or anything like that. They just want to know you. They want to know that you all are hitting it off. I think closer to the time where you all are getting ready to have your intimate encounter with each other, there is a feeling either from you or them, or both of you, that maybe the other person is not attracted to you. Maybe you all haven't had intimacy yet because someone's just not feeling you. So there's this underground feeling. Maybe they're going around and asking their friends, or you're going around and asking your friends, hey, do you think this person's even attracted to me? They haven't made a move on me to become intimate, and I think I'm giving the vibe that that's something that I want, but there seems to be hesitation or a barrier. So for one of you, there is this sense of like, okay, are they even, attracted to me? So let's go to what's happening the day of the encounter. What's happening the day of the encounter? And if some of these cards have nudity on it, I'm going to have to cover them. So one moment while I look at it. Yeah, I might need a slight bit of covering here. Just the breastises. Okay. So there's a sense, in one of the partners that one partner is trying to woo the other partner. You see how they have like a little rose here? I'm going to bring that paper up so you can see. One partner is like, hey, trying to get your attention, but another partner is deep in their thoughts. And again, it makes me wonder that on the day, this could also reference the day that you all are intimate with each other, a lot seems to be on one of your minds. Maybe a lot about where this relationship is going. Because this is your next intimate encounter. It doesn't mean that you all haven't been sleeping together. It's just your next intimate encounter. So on that day, there's something about where's this relationship going? Somebody's deep in thought about that. And again, your partner, and take it where it resonates, you might be the one trying to reassure your partner, but look at that. Again, the partner's trying to reassure this partner that everything's okay. I'm going to move things a little bit just to make sure they're all in focus. Okay, about there. So, pardon me. Ooh. Yeah, there's something here, group number 1, about when you're getting ready to have this encounter, your partner is trying to reassure you, trying to woo you even. There's this sense of like, I really want you to know how much I like you, how I adore you, how much I really am interested in this relationship. But there's something holding you back. What is that? Hold on. What else, Spirit? I think for you, there's this sense, either for you or the person, there's this sense that we're really good on all levels. We talk to each other a lot. We share a lot of deep things with each other. There's this sense of this person really respecting you, going out of their way to, if your love language is gift giving or their love language is gift giving, they really want to give you gifts. They want to perform acts of services. This is kind of that person. They really love talking to you. There's something about your intimacy here where they're also trying to reassure you in some way that you're the only one for them. This person spends a lot of time looking at you. They're very attracted to you. They like your body, especially if you're kind of curvy, but you wear kind of body conscious, like clothing, things that kind of fit you well. They really love that, especially if you wear brighter colors like orange. If you have a little orange dress or a little red dress, they really love that little orange or red dress. Like whenever they invite you out on a date, they're like, I hope that pal number 1 wears that little orange or red thing. Take it where it resonates. Could be a shirt or dress, shorts. There's something that's kind of bright colored that you wear that really turns them on. They're like, oh my God, pal number 1 looks good. And there's this sense in them, the day that you're getting ready to have your next encounter with them, they're really reflecting on the relationship. If you're worried, they're reflecting on the relationship about how much they like you, how comfortable they are with you, the sense of peace they have with you, the comfort they have in that relationship. There's something here inside of them that's desiring more from you. They keep looking, they keep wondering, am I ready to be with pile number 1? We've been going out for a while, and I feel like, look at this, what hits them like a tower. They're like, oh my God, something is going to happen. Either the last conversation you had, the moments that you have been with each other, it leads this person to understand that they really do like you. They like you a lot. I think it hits them in a kind of sudden way. I think it hits them out of nowhere. Just how, yeah, look at that. I feel love. Like this person is just like, I don't know what it is, but they're just kind of like, whatever this feeling is, I'm associating it with love. Like they're just like, I feel something that's not going away, that's getting confirmed with all the time that we spend with each other. And it's love to me. This person's going to realize they have deep feelings for you. Now, for some of you, there's this sense of like, this is someone from the past who's trying to come back, who's trying to woo you again. That can make sense for some of the wooing. You may have an ex that's trying to come back into your life, that's trying to show you that they actually really do care for you, that they want to give it another try. They're wondering if you're going to eventually open yourself up to them, though, group number one. And there's this sense that the day that you all are going to have your next sensual encounter, there's some kind of, I even see here, there's a very intense emotional thing that happens between the both of you. Let's ask Spirit. Something's going to happen the day, something suddenly will happen. Either there's just this eruption of passion that happens between the two of you, but something's going to happen between the two of you that feels sudden, like a sudden change in even the air in the room. Like there's something like you'll both go from just having like a real casual platonic conversation to something that feels very fiery, something that feels very passionate. Wow. Seven of Wands happens here. There's a sense here, but look at, like, there's a way in which in that Seven of Wands even, it's kind of like you're wondering, do I still need to defend myself? Do I still need to protect myself from this person? Yes, you're remembering how you both get along so well, how you both can be just easily talking to each other. There's something still protective about your stance, though, with this person. Maybe because you both still haven't really resolved some hurt in the past. But even while you're trying to do that, and even as they see you trying to like protect yourself from them, they're still looking at your legs. They love your legs. They're still checking you out, though, as you are like talking to them about things that are concerning you in the relationship. They're like, oh my God, pile number one, I don't want to lose pile number one. Like, there's something even that they like about how feisty I'm hearing you are. Like, maybe you're in a conversation with them like, listen, if we're gonna get back together, this has to happen, this can't happen. You know, like, you might be in the middle of making all your demands and are just like, little in their mind, they're like, little do you know, I will agree to everything that you're saying right now, because this person being back with you is something that they really desire. If this is somebody from the past, being back with you is something that, look, you have this Fool card. They feel like you both could start all over again. They feel like you both, next to this Seven of Wands, there's a sense of like, if you just let your boundary down a little bit, if you let your guard down a little bit, maybe not your boundary, but your guard down a little bit, and embrace something new between the both of you, this is what that person is hoping on that day that you get ready to have this encounter. So that's something that's going through your mind. I think you both are going to be having this really intense conversation, and they're just looking at you like how beautiful you are, how attractive you are. Again, they love if you all are out dancing as part of this evening. They love how your body moves. They love watching you in motion. And there's this Two of Wands that's coming up too. It's almost as if both of you are like, is this going to be the night? Is this going to be the night that, I think that for the last few, if this is going to be your first time together, I think for the last few dates, you all have been, on good behavior, just kind of like getting to know each other. But there's a sense this night, there's passion in the air that night. There's a sense of you both going dancing. There's also this sense of having a serious conversation about what it would take for you to trust this person again if you both had a past relationship. Otherwise, there's a serious conversation about just what you're looking for in general in order to be in an intimate relationship with someone. And maybe they're sharing the same thing as well. There's this fear that this person is a upside down king of wands. There really is this fear that this person is ruthless, that you may still not be able to trust them, that that maybe in the past they were a little bit impulsive. I don't know. This person might have cheated in the past. I don't know, you all. And there's something here about you wondering if they're still in that king upside down, reverse king of wands energy. Because this is someone who can be a little impulsive. They can kind of fly off. They have a little bit of a temper too. Not that they use it on you. I don't get that. But I think this is a real passionate person. They can even be a little jealous too. And if it wasn't cheating, it was something about their behavior that you want to make sure they truly are different. You don't want to navigate a lot of jealousy. But here it is. The World card is coming up. There's something here about integrating the lessons of the past, things that have happened between the both of you, or even integrating your own past experiences with other people. There's something here that you both are talking about seriously. I don't get that this next sensual, intimate encounter is coming off the heels of just some a passionate kiss. It's coming off of the heels of really talking about your relationship and what's happening in it at the current moment, what you both visualize for your next partnership. And I think in the end, we have the Five of Wands in reverse. You all come to an agreement. It's not that you all don't want the same thing. There's a sense of like you both connecting on the things that are important to you. Your values start to align. And there's a place in where there's a gut reaction that starts to happen for both of you. The Lovers here is showing up at the bottom of the deck again, because remember, we have the Lovers over here. So there's something here about this being a divine connection. Maybe something happens where you both are convinced that evening that something divine is taking place. So let's go to the actual highlight of this encounter. What will happen that evening? I said evening just automatically, so it might be in the evening. One, I think it's going to start off with a lot of kissing. There's just a way in which you both are out somewhere. Maybe you're walking, taking a walk. It looks like it's in the fall. But you're going to be taking just a moment. You're walking, and there's just going to be a moment where this person steals a kiss from you. They pull you in, and they're like, I just been waiting to do that all night. You've been talking, I've been watching your lips. You look so beautiful. I just want, they're talking to you while they're kissing you. They're just like, I've been wanting to do this. So there's this sense of like kind of a buildup of energy. I think also there's a sense of something being really unknown when it comes to this encounter, like knowing if... One moment, because I have to cover up part of this card. There's a sense here with the moon card coming out. I wish I could show it to you all. But it's kind of like this couple is making out on the beach. They're both like naked. They're just in each other's arms under the moonlight. There's a sense here, because I did get for some of you that it's in the evening. There's a sense that you might both decide to be outdoors, or there's something even a little bit hidden still by the time. I don't think you all are planning for this night to be an intimate encounter, but there seems to be a certain events, certain ways that you're both feeling trustworthy of each other, feeling like there's this sense of like, okay, everything feels like it's aligning. I'm really getting with some of the cards, because some of the cards look like they're during the day and some are at night. I kind of feel like at some point, because you have the moon and the sun here, at first both of you are not going to be sure, are we going to be intimate? And then something happens to illuminate that fact. And the next thing you all know, you're like both very clear. Oh, we're about ready to be intimate with each other. Say more, Spirit. This person, I can't really show this card. I feel like I won't show the ones that have a lot of nudity on there, because you're just going to cover the whole card anyway. The World card comes up again. So it's really giving me this sense of like, you all have gone through a lot of the details, a lot of the administrative part of this relationship, and it ends the night with, okay, I've been waiting for this. I trust you. I feel like I can open myself up to you. One of you might be a Pisces, another one of you, again, this person's going to start at your feet. They're just going to lay you down wherever you are. I kind of get a sense that you might be laying on a bed. If it's your bed or their bed, the comforter may have flowers on it. That's really random, but it may be like a floral pattern that's somewhere in the room or on the bed, like sheets or comforter. And I get a sense that this person just undresses you. Like whoever's house you end up going to, it's very clear that you both are about to be intimate. And you both, I'm seeing both of you just undressed, and this person starts at your feet. They just want to devour you from the feet up. And there's so much ecstasy in the touch of their lips. Like that touch really sends waves of emotion through you. Just the gentleness of their touch, the way they hold your foot while they're kissing your ankles and making their way up with their other hand. This person really loves touch. This person really loves for you to feel their presence all the way as they're making their way up your body. They're checking in with the expressions on your face. They love seeing how your face lights up with delight or pleasure or passion. This is so interesting. This card that came up, Knight of Cups. Wow. This is showing that you have someone else, group number one. Wow. This could be a water sign. It could be a Scorpio. Wow, group number one. You have someone else who senses that you are in a sexual union with someone. All right, now it's about to get spicy. No, there's someone here that's convinced you're with someone else. Hold on. Let's find out more about it. And this person is angry. This is someone that you already know. It could be a past relationship. It could have been someone that you're not going anywhere with. This person, I hate to mention it, this person could have been, and trigger warning, I'm going to talk about abuse. This person could have been low-key just abusive. There's something about the direction that your relationship was going. This is somebody from the past you just didn't like. This person, I don't know if they were abusive to you or there was just something there that you didn't feel comfortable with. But this person, they seem a little obsessive. They seem a little, not to scare you, but they just seem a little not only jealous, but they seem preoccupied with whoever you're with or what you're doing at that moment. This could be someone who really was trying to watch, your comings and goings. I don't know if this person can, again, only take it where it resonates. I don't mean to scare anyone, but this person was there was something very dissatisfying about the relationship. This might have been someone you were intimate with in the past, but even the intimacy in this relationship, there was not a lot of connection from your point of view. And I think you just ended it because, one, you weren't sure about maybe their behavior, their temper. There was something about just kind of didn't seem grounded to you. And you let that relationship end. But this is still someone who's trying to pop up. They're trying to see if you're with someone else. So I don't know why that person's showing up. But back to your intimate encounter, it's gonna be an evening where this person I see this person loving up on you, kissing you, eating you. They want to be tasting you everywhere on your body. This person is really likes your body, really likes the smell and the taste of it. Really likes that you wear lingerie, but they can also just have you naked, but they might buy you lingerie. I still care about you. So this could be someone from the past. You fill me up with happiness. There's something about that evening, you all, where there's just a final connection. I kind of get the sense that after a lot of back and forth, a lot of searching for clarity, a lot of really stating what your needs are. And for some of you, Spirit is pointing out to that card where I saw this other person. I think some of the things that you talked about, perhaps for a small group of you, if this is a person from the past, you may have seen in the past that they needed to learn how to control their temper, that they did some things that made you uncomfortable. You may have had a really deep talk about just their behavior in general, the connection as it was in the past. For some of you, that might have been, instead of a third party, it just might have been the other aspect of that person that in the first round of your relationship didn't make it happen, just because you were concerned about a lot of things. But in the end, when you all come to this understanding, I'm kind of getting that's when this intimate encounter can happen. It's almost as if someone feels relaxed enough based on the answers they had in that conversation, based on just a sense of well-being with this person, and trusting that there's change that has happened. You all are set up for this beautiful encounter. So what happens after the intimacy? What's going to take place in this relationship? Wow, I have honeymoon. So honeymoon can be literally the honeymoon, but also it could just be that you two decide to take a trip together. You decide to take a vacation together. There's going to be something where you all decide to go somewhere romantic and just be on your own. And that's a good start. That is a really good start. At the bottom of the deck is soulmate. So this might be your person. Like I said in the beginning, I really do feel like you all have some sort of relationship, whether that's in the past or something that has been cultivated since you've been dating. But that's what I have for you, group number 1. I hope that you found this interesting. Please claim your pile below in the comments. And please consider subscribing to this channel if you like how I read. And I hope it was spicy enough for you for the 18 plus. Let me know. All right, take care, my honeys. Hello, group number 2. How are you? Who will you have this next intimate, sensual encounter with, group number 2? So you chose the rooster. And that word that I was covering up is honesty. It says here, shrinking from the truth does not happen here. Total honesty allows me to make educated choices. So group number 2, immediately, this is someone who's very upfront. This is someone who speaks directly. They traditionally don't play any games. This is someone who's going to be a little bit more, I'm hearing they're serious. I also feel like this is someone in their masculine energy, regardless of gender. This is someone who's got a lot of masculine energy. That means they're in pursuit. But they're also pretty serious. They have a role that they play, maybe in the community or whatever career field they're in. They're a leader. They're a leader. There's something about red here, that red might be a color that they like. It could also stand for their passion. This is a very passionate, fiery person. Their sex appeal is a little bit off the charts. They're very virile. That's the word that I'm getting. So, if you are a person who can get pregnant, or a person who can make other people pregnant, you may just want to take that in consideration. This person, there's a lot of fertility, virile energy in this person's body. Their whole makeup is about, let me reproduce. And, that tends to be people who have that sexual energy is very potent. It's very strong in this person. Let's see what their inner child is like. So it's good to know who we're kind of engaging with on the inner child level. Review your responsibilities. There is much power in the act of releasing or taking responsibility. As responsibilities of ours are to hold each other, as some responsibilities are ours to hold and others not to hold. Okay. Today, review your physical, mental, and emotional responsibilities. If we hold that which we are not meant to, we can be drained. If we deny that which we're meant to hold, we can become powerless. There's something about this person knowing the right uses of their power. This is someone who really is emotionally mature. They understand a lot of their inner child work had them learn how to be more responsible in their lives, to not externalize a lot of the things that have happened in their lives. They came back around and they grew up. Their inner child work was becoming more personally responsible for their life. So this is a person, the person you're going to have your next intimate encounter with. This is a person who knows what they want. This is a person who, when they put their mind to something, they know what they want because they're also take responsibility for what they want. This is not going to be a person, even if you all are both in a one-night stand, this is not a person who's not going to use protection. I'm just letting you know. They feel very responsible for that, for everything that they do, and they wouldn't. This is not someone who kind of acts impulsively. Sometimes fire signs are known for that, but this is not that kind of person. They may have something very earth and grounding inside of them that makes them very responsible. That's what I'm going to say. Oracle. Wait for important information. This person, although I kind of get that they act really fiery, like they can be very quick and passionate, there's something about them. And again, look at that red coming through. There's something about their passion that allows them, it's almost used as a superpower, you all. This person can see inside someone's heart. That is what Spirit is telling me. That's all the red here. This person can see inside someone's heart. And I think when they see what's inside of your heart, it feels like this person works with a lot of their spirit guides to make decisions about who to get involved with. It's interesting. This person has a lot of passion, but I think they also try to temper it by making sure they pay attention to their intuition. This person, when they see you, they have a gut reaction. Group number 2. There's something about you. Maybe your relationship is not even from, it could be from a past life. There's something about you that this person goes inwardly to seek more information. This person has been asking their guides about you, their spirit guides, their ancestors. Look at that. Justice. If you want to know what's at the foundation of who they are, this is a person who, they could be a Libra, by the way, or have some Libra placements that are very important to their chart. But this person likes balance. They are a person who, in which balance is important. Understanding the impact of the things that they do is very important. This is why that responsibilities is coming up. This is a person who really moves in a way where they can be responsible for all their actions. So this is a person who likes a lot of clarity. When you're talking to them, they want to make sure they understand where you're coming from, what it is that you desire. It's so funny because Spirit is telling me that they really see you, group number 2, as this being. I don't know why you all could have long hair or locks or braids. You may be very on something Spirit is saying, like on the night that you meet, there's something that you have not meet, but you have this sexual encounter with this person. There's some kind of balance that happens in your relationship. We'll find out more. But this person, they like to finish what they've started, even sexually. There's going to be a sense of, like, when you both are together, that this person likes a lot of foreplay, and then it goes into completion of intimacy. They like the build-up. They like the tension. It may even happen before you all are even in a place where you're going to have your sexual encounter. It may start from the beginning of the day. Let's see, what is the overall energy? I'm kind of getting ahead. This person wants to jump ahead to the good stuff. But what's happening the day of your encounter? What's the overall energy? Ooh, reconciliation. So for some of you, this might be someone that you've known before that you're going to have your next encounter with. This might be someone that you've already done the do with. It could be someone that you have been on a pause with. Maybe you both had a little bit of a disagreement. Whatever it is, it's someone from your life that's returning. You can make it as big as you want, pardon the pun, or as little as you want. You know, this could have been just somebody you hadn't seen since college or university. This could be someone you just saw last week and you're like, oh, wow, that was good last week. Now, some of these cards I'm going to have to cover up. The day of your encounter, there's this sense. You see how there's someone kind of holding someone here. Someone's holding someone by the hair here. This person and you have a little bit of a BDSM vibe to your encounter. There's gonna be, this person really likes to dominate regardless of gender in the bedroom. This person also has a lot of high priestess energy. This could be someone who's really mysterious to you. Your encounter can always feel a little bit like a mystery. It's interesting because the vibe of this person is that they want to be responsible, but there's something about the way that they like their intimacy. It feels a little bit more on the fringes. It feels like it's in the other direction. There's a way in which they feel this connection is very magical. Again, look at the colors that are being worn. I mean, this is more towards pink, but we can imagine it's kind of like just a level. There's something about this person manifesting you in a very magical way, or take it where it resonates. If it's you manifesting this person, there seems to be a magical, mystical element to your relationship that's also about power. Group number 2. I get a sense that the day that you both are going to have this intimate encounter, this person has been wanting to be with you all day. So there's a sense that you both have been in the same, occupying the same space all day. There's a sense of finding you very attractive, very enticing. This person often feels like they're under a spell with you. Again, there is this sense of having a lot of sexual energy between the both of you, but it's also so enticing. It's so hot. It's so It vacillates between this person wanting to completely dominate you and completely surrender to you. Let's take notice of just like the swords that are here, the incense, and more than a few. This is the setup of the place where you all are going to have this intimate encounter. It feels like a den. It feels temple-ish. There's incense happening. There's candlelight. There's a sense of like magic in the air. There's something that has been set up. It makes it feel a little planned, like you're gonna go over someone's place, or there's going to be a space that you're both in that feels like it was set up for lovemaking. There's definitely this devil idea that there's an obsessive quality to this union. There's something that both of you can't let go, like wanting to exercise your power with each other. There's a way in which your power, whoever I think is watching this reading, your power is a much more, it's power, but it's less, how do I want to say, dominating. The way your power is, it feels like one person is in their divine masculine while one person's in their divine feminine. One person is very receptive. Their power draws this person in. And this other person is so masculine. Like they're sitting there and they feel the power of, like, behind this little sheet of paper is this big phallus that this devil is holding. It's like this person, by the way, might be well endowed if they have a lingam. This person, they become engorged when they are in a passionate act. And it's like with you, this power, this dominance, even the way that somebody in this relationship is kind of like the priestess energy, while the other person is kind of in this devil energy. There's something about the exchange of power on that level, sexually, intimately, that really get you both to a high stage of ecstasy. One more card, Spirit. There's a sense that this person wants to not only dominate you, but, you know, there's also this sense of, like, wanting to taste, including a lot of food in the sexual play. Serving food on top of your body, eating and nibbling food, chocolate sauces. So there's a little sense of food being involved in your playtime. What is this person's feelings about you during this time? What else is coming up? Yeah, this person says, I want to make it right. There is a little something between the both of you. If we're looking at that Justice card, there's a sense of, in this responsibility, there's a sense of maybe something had been going on. Maybe you two had been in a little tiff or a fight, and this reconciliation is showing that this is very much your next encounter. May be makeup sex. I've never met someone like you. I think there's something that this person knows. They're going to keep coming back. The energy between the both of you is an energy that you both find difficult to stay away from each other. Even if you've had a fight, even if you both are in a disagreement, you both have a way of making yourself back, because this passion between the both of you, it's a little obsessive. But, you know, we always want to say, do not stay in something that's abusive, you all. Work that out. But if this is just something where you all can't always seem to communicate well or connect, know that this person feels a drive to come towards you to make things right. Yeah, it says, I don't know how, but you got to my heart. This is a person who maybe in the beginning, maybe both of you felt in the beginning, this is just gonna be a little physical thing that we have. But in between there's something else happening, you all. I mean, it could just be a physical relationship, but I'm kind of getting the sense that there may be a way in which this relationship is trying to deepen, and at the same time there's this really intense sexual component. Yeah, I'm ascending. This person, when you all are together, I think more often than not, they can display quite often that they're excited to be with you, to move forward with you. When this reconciliation is happening, this makeup sex is about ready to happen, they may want to lead with just like, hey, I'm really turned on right now, I'm ready to go. And you may be like, well, we have things that we need to talk about, but they're just like so enticed here. So there's a sense of like you all needing to maybe have a good conversation, but there's also this passion that stands in the way. Yeah, I need to see you. This is going to be the day of your encounter. There's going to be this intensity. Listen, I need to talk to you. I need to see you. Like, either this is going to be like a situation where this is the longest you all have been without talking to each other. There's going to be some kind of intensity happening here, group number 2. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Wands upright. Five of Wands reverse. You know, pile number 2, there's a sense of there being some kind of conflict, some kind of insecurity that was coming up for someone who's in a Queen of Pentacles energy, meaning someone hasn't been feeling as grounded lately, maybe even about just some financial things that are happening. That could have been the cause of the conflict between you both. And there's this sense here that with the Nine of Wands, you know what, I'm going to survive this. Like, yeah, we've got into this fight. You know, whatever emotions were high. But you know what? I can survive this. I could do what I need to do to put my life back on track. So I had a feeling like whenever this fight took place, it was kind of like you already had it in your mind. I'm moving on with my life. And that might have put the communication between you and this other person. It kind of like you didn't sit there and argue with this person. You didn't sit there and call or text this person. You kind of just was like, listen, I'm done. I'm going to move forward with my life. This might have hurt me, but let me move forward. And look at that. The world happened. It was kind of like you needed to, maybe under the guidance of your spirit team, you knew that in order to really have the relationship that you wanted with this person, you were going to need to pull back and take care of yourself, group number 2. And that was to maybe put your foot down about the kinds of things that you want in a relationship. Maybe the things that weren't there, the things that you were trying to manifest in this relationship. Maybe you wanted something deeper. Maybe you wanted, but the world is here upright. So what it's saying is there's some kind of integration that's happening between the both of you after this disagreement. There's something about this reconciliation that, you know, while there's a lot of passion between the both of you during this intimate encounter, there's also this sense, we have 5 of Cups here. There's also this sense of like, hey, we need to talk about what's disappointing me in this relationship. We need to talk about our feelings of maybe feeling unloved, feeling abandoned, feelings that have come up. Yeah, we have the Ace of Swords. So Spirit is saying this is true. Like there's something that even though you all are going to have this makeup sex, you're going to really connect again on the physical. There's something here that still needs to be talked about. There is a reason why the reconciliation had to happen. And I'm getting the sense that the act of intimacy will come before you both have this conversation. Let's ask Spirit what will be. I think this wedding card, it came out in reverse. I think you're both going to realize, or one of you is going to realize, this might just be a physical relationship. This might just be a physical connection. That it's not going to go deep enough to warrant any kind of like future commitment. Let's take one more card here. Wow. And some of you feel like this is your soulmate, but for some reason, I think one of you wants something that's a little bit deeper. But ultimately, Spirit is saying, stay optimistic about this relationship. It might just be going slow. I mean, in some ways, I get a sense that some of you think it's moving fast in the sensuality department, but it's not moving fast when it comes to commitment. And some of you are going to find yourself needing to make some real decisions about what you want. Pay attention to the red flags. So, yeah, while you might feel that this is a soulmate or a twin flame, and you're wanting to stay optimistic about your love life, there's some things here that if you both can't clear it up and have a talk about it, I think this relationship is just going to stay on the physical. There's a deep physical connection, but I don't know about the rest. Okay, group number 2. Please claim your group below. Let me know if it resonates. And if you like my style of reading, please consider subscribing to this channel. It's a way that I can grow the channel, and I really love being in a community with you. Take care, group number 2. Hello, group number 3. So this is your reading. Who will be the person that you have your next sensual, intimate encounter with? And you chose this moth card, group number 3. And it says here the hidden word was light seeker. We all know that moths gravitate towards a flame. And this person is no different when it comes to you. This is across all genders and sexualities, so make sure you take this reading where it resonates. But this person, there's a mysterious quality to them, but this person also seeks the light. There's something about this person. They have gone maybe in the recent past or maybe some ways in the past, they experience some kind of death, someone close to them. This could have been a family member. It could have been someone they were partnered with. This person experienced the death of a significant person in their life. And I think in the grieving process, they came to a place where they started to just value life. They valued the present moment. They started to understand, or at least their understanding of death was, I'm not going to wait for death to come. I'm going to live my life now. I'm going to have heaven on earth now. That is this person's kind of energy. Someone who wants to live their life without limits. Someone who wants to celebrate their life now. Someone who's always seeking to learn to be a better person, but also someone who doesn't want to put passion aside, who doesn't want to keep themselves restrained. This is a person who's free loving, a person who regards sex and passion and intimacy as something they deserve to explore, that everyone deserves to have in their life. This person has worked their way out of a lot of maybe religious beliefs, but now this person is much more of a free spirit when it comes to intimacy. And I think most of their life, they have a bucket list. This is that person who's like, I am going to live the rest of my life. They may be older, but not necessarily. Like I said, I think some of this came as a result of them experiencing the death of someone significant in their life and having some life revelations. What does their inner child energy speak to? Yeah, look at that, you all. Run wild. This is someone, even their inner child work was revolving around releasing themselves from, I kind of get a sense of like self-imposed prisons. I get like that 8 of Swords kind of card where the person's surrounded by all these swords. They're blindfolded. They look like they're tied, but they're not. There was something about this person's grieving process or this transformation they went through, because death could also speak just to a transformation. So this person doesn't necessarily had to experience a death in their life. It could have been a death of a part of themselves. Either way, group number 3, this person, you're going to find that there's something inside of them, intimately, sexually, passionately, that refuses to be held back. This is someone who doesn't want to live life on their knees. They want to experience all of what life has to offer, all of what nature has to offer, all of the play, all of the passion, all of the joy, all of the material wealth. This is someone who lives their life at that height, group number 3. So when you meet them, let's see what there's, the Chariot. Yeah, this person, the energy that they embody is someone who's always on the move. They're going places. They have goals. They're really looking at their life as if there's more to discover, more to learn. When it comes to intimacy, this person, the Chariot driver, there's always these choices that they're making. The choice to stay a little more subdued and confined, or the choice to like ride into life, ride into their sexuality, feeling strong, feeling confident. This is a person that when you meet them, you're instantly attracted to their power, group number 3. You really like the way that this person, you like the way they walk, the way they, I keep getting this term, it sounds a little weird, but the way that they fit in their body, like you like the way that they somatically present themselves. There's something captivating about this person. There's something about this person that they work hard and they play hard. They have that kind of attitude. This may be someone who's very much in good shape, like a 6-pack if they're on the masculine side, presenting side, or, like a lot of muscles, a lot of like, this is someone who works out a lot, or they're just involved with some kind of athletic activity that, keeps them in really good shape. Like I said, across gender lines, this person has a banging body. Somebody just said that and I just repeated it. You know what I'm saying? They may have long hair, regardless of their gender. They may wear statement jewelry like pieces of crystal, or they have necklaces with gemstones that mean something. This person also, it says medicine mother, honor your inner knowing. This is someone who trusts their instinct. They trust their gut. This is someone, when they met you, something went off in their body, like, I need to know this person. There's a connection here. The Chariot also speaks to someone who is more of a lover than a fighter. This is also someone who acts quite quickly. They choose their direction quite quickly in the way they want to go sexually and sensually. This person also, I'm just going to say this for some of you who might be in a relationship when you come upon this person. This person doesn't really care too much about the boundaries of some relationships. So if you are married or if you're partnered with someone and this person comes across you, they are the kind of person that is going to make a move towards you. They're going to see if you are open to being in relationship with them of some sort. If you're interested in an encounter, this person definitely, out of all of the groups, feels like a one-night stand is very possible with this person. This person likes to explore, likes to have sensual experiences. This is kind of like a person who's just like, listen, if we're attracted to each other, why don't we see where it's gonna go? Let's just abandon ourselves. So there's a way in which this person presents that kind of energy of abandonment, you losing all sight of what you were in before. Like, this person can just transport you into another place, being in a very sensual sexual encounter with them. They'll make you forget your middle name. Let's see, what is the energy of the day that you're going to have this sexual encounter with them? For most of you, it's looking like a one-night stand. It's looking like something that happens suddenly, but let's see. Separation is here. Let me get one more card. Spirit saying it's to either you're gonna be newly separated or this person is newly separated. One of you or both of you might be married but separated. Which is funny, because that's what I'm going to say. Even though, because we know separation doesn't necessarily mean divorce. So for one of you or both of you, there's going to be this conversation on the day that you have a sexual or sensual encounter with this person. There is a sense of a conversation of, I am still married. And that person is going to be like, but here we are. You're separated. And, separation agreements can go in a lot of different directions, y'all. So don't judge yourself. You may have decided with whoever you're married with that it's going to be okay for us to be intimate with other people, to date other people. There's all kinds of separation agreements. There's all kinds. So don't be hard on yourself, but this may come after being in a separation from your current partner. Yes, look again, you all, I can't confirm it enough. It says time out. There may have been some kind of time out that was happening in your current relationship, the one that's outside of this person, y'all. Yeah, this person's gonna see you as my fair lady. They're gonna be instantly attracted to you, like, who is that? Yes, they're gonna be like, who is that? And it is gonna be guilty as charged, y'all. Some of you are definitely gonna feel guilty from this rendezvous. Will you feel guilty in the moment? Let's ask, Spirit. But you're gonna be guilty as charged. Like, somebody's like, yeah, it's not gonna, there's something, because it landed kind of on this separation thing. You're gonna feel guilty about this rendezvous. Look at the Lovers card comes up. Y'all, I can't make it up. You will take a lover with this next sensual encounter. Will be with a lover, you all. And Spirit is saying that is true. We've got the Ace of Swords right upright, speaking truth. It's a new thing coming into focus. And the Queen of Wands. Wow, this person's going to be so attracted to you. They're going to see you and they're going to be like, oh my God, I've got to have group number 3. Because you're banging. Wherever they see you, something happens. Are you at an event, group number 3? Because look how dressed up you are. I mean, regardless of the gender, you looking made up. You got this beautiful dress on, clothing on, just to keep it cross genders and identities. But you're also being seen as this social butterfly. I get a sense that you all are gonna, the day of, you're meeting at some kind of party or event. You are looking beautiful. You're looking handsome. You're looking like someone's ideal. Group number 3. Say more, Spirit. Yeah, look at that. King of Swords. This person might strike up a conversation with you immediately when they see you. They're like, because King of Swords, it's interesting when a King of Swords is attracted to a Queen of Wands. There's something about this king, it loses all sight of logic. It's almost like this person just comes out of their logic box and they're like, oh my God, there's Queen of Wands, looking sexy, looking fine. Generally this person has like a method that they like to exercise in terms of like getting to know someone. They lose their mind. This King of Swords loses their mind. They're like, this person is so beautiful. Right. Look, the Four of Swords is even in reverse. They can't think. They literally can't think when they see you, group number 3. They're just enticed. And look, we've got this Knight of Swords. They're going to make an immediate move. This is someone who's going to see you across the room of an event, of a party, and they're like, no, they can't even talk, and they're making their way towards you. Let's see what's happening that night, y'all together. I say night, but it could be any time during the day, but you look like you dressed up. You look like you're in kind of evening clothes, so what's happening? And if these cards are a little risque, y'all, I have to cover them up for the YouTube. Okay. Ace of Wands. There's immediate fire between the both of you. I can put it more over here if you want to see it. I had to cover some of it. Yeah. It's going to take place indoors. There's immediate passion. There's flames. This person, Ace of Wands, is somebody who's instantly feels the pulse between their legs for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, look at that. This is someone too who they're also in a King of Cups energy. There's somewhat of a tenderness about this person too. Even though they're passionate, they want to engage with you. I don't really get that this is one of those BDSM lovers. They're very gentle. They're very kind. They like to rub your hair, but they also want you between their thighs. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna stroke your head while you're stroking them. And they are just very gentle with you. There's a sense of like just in both of these pictures, this person is touching your hair. They love your hair. They want to put their fingers in your hair. You may have long hair. You may have wavy hair. I have to cover this one up too. But you all will have several rounds of intimacy that night. There's a sense of like doing, this person and you may even like a lot of different positions. You may like being in the bed. You may like being in a chair. You might be in a few different locations wherever you all will be. There could be some drinking involved. I ain't gonna lie, y'all might get yourself a little loose. Maybe from the party there was some drinking. Just your inhibitions are down when it comes to this person. So, some of you may blame yourself later for a little too much drink. But know that that's going to be part of the picture. I'm also getting here that this person likes to watch you touch yourself. They like to watch you be in your own pleasure. So this person likes to watch. So there'll be some of that happening as well. Maybe while they're recovering, they'll just watch you please yourself. I kind of get a sense after this encounter, though, this person is going to be like, whooped, y'all. So I don't know what y'all do. This person's going to be coming back going, can I see you again? Like, I think this person's going to ask to see you again even before they leave. Yeah, there's this sense of like you having to put your control over this relationship, because I think this is going to be one of those one night stands. Well, you're thinking it's just going to be that, but this person, they're going to come in hot and heavy. They're going to be like, oh, when can I see you again? I don't imagine that this is just one time. And you're going to have to, maybe for some of you, take it as it resonates, you may have to put the brakes on this a little bit just because you're in separation. And I think that there's going to be, what I said, that guilty as charged card comes through. There's going to be feelings of like, dang, I started this like passionate relationship and I'm still frickin' working things out with my spouse, so there is a little complication here that I'm seeing, that you're already starting to come into focus. This person's going to be like, I've never met anyone like you. Like, this person's going to probably be telling you, I don't even know how anyone could be married to you and give you up. Like, this person's going to be, yeah, they're going to want to work it out. I ain't even going to lie. They're going to want to be like, listen, I want to see you again. I will, this person's willing to make some changes to see you again. Hold on. What else, Spirit? Yeah, you're so adorable. This person instantly becomes enamored with you after this. It says standby card. So Spirit is saying there may be a period where this, whatever happens, whatever the outcome is of this sexual encounter, because this reading's only on your next sexual encounter, there's going to be some kind of standby that happens. Something's blacked out, because Spirit is already showing you that you may end up making a few decisions that it will change your life. Let me see what Spirit is saying in terms of what the outcome will be, because this is like sudden. Well, the chemistry is there, y'all. Spirit is saying, yes, there's a deep chemistry here. No denying it. But I think in the end, you're going to have to like have a heart-to-heart conversation with this person. Spirit is saying here, that there's a possibility. Look at this at the bottom of the deck. You may reconcile with your spouse. There's maybe even in your mind, you're thinking, I might reconcile with my spouse. This separation was only temporary. And I think you're going to have that heart-to-heart conversation with this person. And it may just end up being something that later I hate to say this, it's only for a small group of you, but it was 222 on the clock when I thought of this. It's like for some of you, when I received the channel message of this, rather, some of you, you're going to really regret this experience. Not so much that it was very pleasurable for you, you really enjoyed it, but it brought a lot of complications. Complications you may not be able to walk back so quickly. Especially if this person wants to really pursue continuing to flirt with you. I think you're going to have to, it's going to be something where this person's going to express their love for you. It could get really out of hand, you all. If you're currently with someone and in separation and thinking you may reconcile, this little encounter on the side, it has a lot of fuel. You all. So group number 3, you are going to have to, whatever comes of this I'm calling it a relationship, but it's really just a sexual encounter that I see. Spirit keeps pointing to this card. There's a bit of a standby energy because you're going to have to decide on some external factors that are outside of this encounter. So group number 3, let me know if this resonates, if it was spicy enough, and if you like the way that I read, if you like the way that we connect, please consider subscribing to this channel. I really hope the rest of your week goes well, and thank you again for joining me on this reading. Take care.